I can't tell you who posts what tweet. What I can tell you is that Mr. Assange's position has consistently been both that he would like to see Ms. Manning released and see Ms. Manning released immediately, and does not believe she should ever have been put in prison, and that he would like to resolve his own matter and is anxious to do so. The problem is the ball is very much in the court of the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice so far has refused to provide us any information other than what it has said publicly, which is that it has an ongoing investigation. It has never told us that there is an extradition request for Mr. Assange, much less what the basis of such a request would be. But we would welcome having exactly that kind of dialogue with the Department of Justice. Mr. Assange has been confined to the embassy for a number of years and has had various health issues, and there's no reason to continue that detention. The United Nations has found that detention is unlawful. He has asylum in Ecuador. That asylum ought to be respected. He shouldn't be left in this legal limbo indefinitely. I would like to see him be able to go to Ecuador, where he has asylum, so he will not be persecuted and not be confined to the embassy. He is subject to being arrested. He is subject to being charged for political crimes, for speech, and that's exactly why Ecuador has given him asylum. Someone is only given asylum if they are at risk for impermissible prosecution, and that is the situation here. Ordinarily, you would expect countries to respect the asylum process and to give someone safe passage to a country where they have asylum, and that has not happened here. Well, they're all part of the administration's war on whistleblowers. I mean, a war on a source versus a war on a publisher is two sides of the same coin. Mr. Assange has always felt very strongly that Chelsea Manning was improperly prosecuted and mistreated, and wanted to express in the strongest possible terms his desire to see Ms. Manning released, and released immediately. He's very pleased that she's going to be released, and very disappointed that that release is not going to come immediately, or with any admission by the government that it should never have pursued the case in the first place.